I went to a secondary school. It was called a federal government girls' school in a place called Shagamu. And that was like being in prison. When I tell the stories about you...
Take a look at this video. You will see how this woman called KEMI BADENOCH, see how she keeps demarcating Nigeria. If she was to be an Igbo woman now, everybody will be talking cho. Nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to talk. I want you to watch this video and see what she said about her experience when she schooled in Shagamu. I want you to watch the video by yourself. This is another interview, not the former one that she said a lot of things about Nigeria. Nobody is saying anything about it. Yoruba bloggers are not saying anything about it. If she was to be an Igbo woman now, heaven will let loose. Everybody would like to have a say. Watch this video.
I went to a secondary school. It was called a federal government girls' school in a place called Shagamu. And that was like being in prison. When I tell the stories about using a machete and having, because there are no lawnmowers, that's the place that I'm talking about, having to fetch buckets of water. And that was the first time that I was away from home, away from my family. And I wasn't just looking at...
This is a boarding school?
Yes, it's a federal boarding school. And it was very...
You shared a dormitory with other girls?
We're about 150, I think, 20 to 30 in a room, and there were 6 rooms.
And so the machete is for cutting the grass.
Yes, cutting the grass.
Explain why were you cutting the grass?
Well, because who else is going to cut the grass? It's just, it's the
grass grows. You have
exactly. They're not. This is a federal school where this is the old grammar school system sort of fading out, and everyone who passed an exam and got a certain score got to go to a federal school. And this was more socialism. So they sprinkled people around. They didn't want one school getting all the best results. They would mix people about. So you could end up getting sent thousands of miles away to a boarding school, at the extreme end of the country. So I was lucky. I didn't get sent too far away, but I was very far from home. I'd never been away from home before. And it was like Lord of the Flies. The students were in control. We needed to look after the school ground. So using a machete, having to clean toilets with no running water. I'm not going to go into the description of that, but it is very, very, very grotty. And so that was when I talk about the hardship, it's often being in that school, but I still always carry with me that understanding that you never know where you're going to end up.
You watch the video, right? This is how these people keep demarcating Nigeria. They keep demarcating Nigeria to the international community, but they will be blaming Igbos for nothing, as if themselves are not doing the same thing that Igbos are doing. As if them are not doing the same thing. Rituals, na then get them. The Yoruba people get them. Money rituals, na then get them. Babalawo things, na then get them. In fact, Igbo people, they learn from them. When it comes to juju, Igbo people, they learn from them. That is why when you go somewhere like Benin Republic, those people that are close to them, in fact, Benin, some part of Benin are Yorubas. Even Ghana, the people of Ghana have been awaiting for Ghana. Those people, they came from Ilife to Ghana. Because we know they like to talk history, because they know they teach us history. Some of these Ghanaians, where they talk, na Yoruba people. Some of them, where they talk for Ghana, na Yoruba people. And even for that Ghana, they know they give them mouth to talk. They know them. Waiting they take know them na juju. Waiting they go and ask of them. It be like saying I got people have been waiting that they call them. Even for public office, they don't allow them take any public office for that Ghana. But they go they talk about Igbos. Because say something where person they do. See, make I tell on you see thief. Any thief, anybody where they always they point finger where thief, they say this person a thief, this person a thief. Look at that person where. If he be that person, he be the real thief. Now waiting these people, these Shariba people and the people they do for where Igbos they. Igbos go there on their own. Out of 100 things where they happen for here, they talk about all the time. What it happen for Nigeria, 90% of them they come from that side. But they are always fast to call the Igbos because Igbos don't have time. Igbos are busy doing their business. That is why when you go in Nigeria, they are the ones. The Westerners are the ones in charge of media. That is why once they want to propagate something out there, once they want to say something out there, it is more easier for them to spread, rumors around. Igbos are business oriented. They are too busy to be talking all these things where everybody just they talk about them. Make una see waiting this woman talk. Anyway, what do I know? This is Alabama. One love.